Alright, so I went and I took motorcycle safety foundation test, passed that. I think before then I'd only been on a motorcycle probably one time in high school. That was years ago. But one weekend is actually last weekend. I went and I took the 3-day course, basic rider course. Passed that, and then one weekend later, I get this. It's a 2006 Triumph Daytona 675, and it's used, but it's got like 10,500 miles on it. This is my first bike ever. Like, I went straight from the class to this, and I actually found this bike about 2 hours away from me, and me and a friend drove up there. It was actually yesterday, and I rode this back home. So going from the safety course to riding this bike back home for 2 hours, I mean, it hurt my butt, but who was going to ride it? You know, I wasn't going to put it on a U-Haul and tow it back to the house. So, let's see. It is a Triumph, a Daytona 675. You see 675. It's a British bike. I decided to go with this because it was a little different. I know a lot of people have opinions. It's got the exhaust right here. It's got the 3 outlets. I think this is just a slip-on. This is not a. This one is not a full exhaust. It's just a slip-on. I'm going to need new tires soon. What else? I like the bike. I like the color scheme. It came with frame sliders. Some guy, I guess the owner before me, he put a little. It's like a little. It's like cruise control, I guess. So you basically get it to where you want it, and then you flip this down, and it'll hold the throttle open to whatever position you want it to. But it didn't work very well. It's got LED lights. It's got HID lights on it. Like I said, it's only got 10,500 miles on it. What else did I say? It's a British bike. Now, as I was riding this back, I don't know if this is common or not for these bikes. And my friend even kind of validated, he's been riding bikes for a while. I kind of found it hard to turn, and I don't know if that was because it needed tires or what. Not really hard to turn, just more effort to turn than I thought it should have had. But I'm pretty sure, being that it's my first time actually being out on the open road on the bike and taking turns at speed, I'm going to have to adjust. I took it out a couple times yesterday and kind of got used to it. I am learning that I have to lean on it a little bit more. But I think for people that say that you should probably get like a 250cc as your first bike, I mean, you can, but I'm just going to say it's not hard to ride a 600cc as long as you know how to control your clutch, your throttle, your shifting, taking your turns. Like they tell you at the MSF course, to look through your turn. Don't look where you want to turn the bike. Look where you want to go. Instead of looking where you don't want to go. You always got to look ahead of the turn. That's what keeping your head up is what one thing that they repeatedly tell you in the course. But yeah, it's a 675. It's got plenty of power. I like it. I guess I can show you some of the features to it. it's got a, as you get on the bike, it's actually got, it's kind of narrow. As you can kind of see right here, the tank, and then it comes back to about right here. So it's like, to me, it's narrower than, my friend has a R6, a Yamaha R6, and it's kind of wide around this area. But with this one, it's narrow, so I can, especially for like newer riders or whatever, I can actually sit up here where you're supposed to, but kind of get your knees closer to better balance the bike. And I think that's one thing that I was doing wrong was, as I was riding, I kind of had my knees out. I should have kept them in a little bit. That probably would have helped with the turning. But let me start this thing up. I found my key. Like I said, it's fast. It's plenty fast. I don't think I'll need something else for a while. I probably won't even ride that much. But I'll show you all the dash here. Turn this on. Straighten that up so you can see it. And it's got little, that's what it does when it first starts up. So of course you've got your clock. You got your lap time. That one is your average miles per hour. That's the fastest you've gone. I reset it all this last night. So today, I guess the numbers. That one is, I think your average, or actually that's your how many miles you've gone before the reset. This one is your time. And that's your fuel consumption. And, well, that's your time. The other one, I think that was like your fastest lap time or whatever. Of course, you see, that's your speedometer. Of course, your tachometer right there. Neutral, high beam, turn signal, low fuel light. And if I can get this right, it's got lights on it, little shift lights on it. I guess I'll just show you guys. Hopefully it'll do it. But it's got little shift lights. Well, there's supposed to be little shift lights. They're supposed to show up that you can set your shift times with. So whatever RPM you want to set the lights for, it'll do it. So there we go. All right, so that's the scale. That'll do 3 lights when you get to the set RPM. That'll do 7 lights when you get to set RPM, and that's all. So there's that. So I'm going to go ahead and start it up so you guys can hear it. Here. It's got, like I said, it's got the XO3 exhaust on it. I like the way it sounds when it goes down the highways. It got a very unique sound, especially with the 3-cylinder engine with this. And that's a cold start, so I ain't gonna rev it up too much, but just to give you guys an idea of kind of what it sounds like. I like it. I got it for a decent price. I know for these year model, they said it had a recall on some kind of electrical issue where it wasn't charging the battery up. So I've got to take it to the Triumph dealership and have them replace that. So if you have a 2006 Triumph 675 and you're having battery charging issues, there is a recall for that. So go to your Triumph mechanic dealership service center and let them know. And they'll be able to run your VIN number and tell you what part had a recall on it. But like I said, it's my very first bike. And I like it so far. I haven't laid it down, I haven't crashed it. I know a lot of people say that eventually that's going to happen, but hopefully it doesn't. I like the bike. It's very clean. It's got nice lines. Got it for a decent price, and it's a beauty. Everybody likes it. So let me know what you guys think.